3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? We're obviously getting closer to the Royal Rumble, and once again we have the
3 Count question of the week.
I just now realized I kept hearing this noise. I wasn't sure what it was. It's Mark's beard on the. Does anybody else hear that?
I hear it.
It sounds like somebody stacking poker chips at like. I was like, who the and Tim's hand? I don't know if it was a fucking slinky underneath Tim's desk. And I just realized now what it was. But the whole time you're doing like the on this day shtick, I was like, I just couldn't picture what it was. But it's
that's
Mark.
the sound.
I would never play with my slinky.
I was going to say that's the sound it makes when Tim juggles his marbles.
No, slinkies go down steps.
Now, Mark, it's a different headpiece you have on this week. Do you not have the normal headset, or did it break?
No, I forgot to charge it up, and I'm afraid it wouldn't last through the whole show. So I wanted to be professional.
How big is your beard this week?
Oh, it's still. I didn't do anything to it. So
put your hand behind it so the people at home can get. My God,
it's ridiculous. I love it.
Now this is the first time we've seen you with a beard of really this length. Is it just because of the pandemic? You're like, screw it, I'm just gonna not shave.
Yeah, it's a pandemic beard for sure, because I wear a mask all day at work, and I just let it grow. And now when I put the mask on, it looks like the beard is fake because it sticks out underneath.
It's not like one of those Santa Claus masks where it's the mask with the fake beard attached to it.
That's what it looks like. It's great.
Are you trying to start cosplaying as Zeb Coulter for cameo or something?
Well, I could be Zeb Coulter. Uncle Zeb.
There you go. All right. But our question.
Keep the microphone away.
All right. Do your best.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, honest to God, I thought it was somebody stacking poker chips.
I couldn't hear it. That's great.
So our question this week: if you could change one Royal Rumble match, the winner of a Royal Rumble match in history, which one would you so choose? Is there anybody that wants to go first? Yes, Ryan.
Which one did Bret Hart win?
Oh,
the 1994 one.
Yeah, 94.
No, that's a silly answer. I don't need to go first.
No. Well, I mean, you have the attention of the class, so why don't you go first?
Fine, I go back to
Tim. Do you want to go first?
I will. I feel like I just had this conversation not too long ago, actually. I think I might have said it here on the podcast, but the 1995 Royal Rumble, WrestleMania 11, it's all kind of spawned around Owen Hart and the program with Bret, where we had the conversation where Owen should have been WWE champion.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation.
To refresh, in this whole storyline, Owen Hart wins the WWE title from Bret at SummerSlam in the cage. Then you have the blow off at Survivor Series where Owen gets his team and Bret gets his team. Then Bret wins the 1995 Royal Rumble by himself, and you can still get to literally every other match at WrestleMania 11 with Bret as champion, with the main event being Bret versus Owen. But you still get to do Diesel versus Shawn. You get to do everything else. This poor Yokozuna doesn't have a tag partner, but you could do the British Bulldog.
Sure.
But the Bulldog was I don't know. Because Bulldog opened with Luger against the Eternal Bad Place Hall of Famers, the Blue Brothers. So either way,
But I mean,
like,
they were all like Bulldog and Yokozuna and Owen Hart. They were still like in the Cornette family at that point, right?
not then. No.
Oh, they
So
were just still.
Bulldog was still a face, if I remember right. WrestleMania 11, because it opened with I think they were called the Allied Powers at that point, because it was Luger in the USA. Yeah, Luger and
Oh,
British
that's right.
Bulldog
That's
was
right.
the Allied Powers.
I guess they weren't the Cornette family until the next one.
Yeah, they weren't Cornette family until much later. So even then, like, the Smoking Guns don't have a tag team part or a tag team.
I mean, I feel like there was quite a few tag teams back then. You could
even still do Brett versus Bob, or not Brett, Bob Backlund. You could still do I Quit. You don't bring in Bob Backlund. Oh, man, everybody misses Bob Backlund. Everybody missed him so much. He needed to come for WrestleMania. But my choice, you take a WrestleMania victory away from Shawn Michaels and you give it to Bret Hart. Not because I don't like Shawn Michaels. I just feel like Bret should have a singles one, and it would have done something for Owen Hart as well.
So Charlie's
wasn't as good at WrestleMania, so you want to elevate it. I get it. It's fair.
That's it.
Charlie says this watermelon Mountain Dew is legit. Ryan, I know you don't like change, but do you know anything about this?
Nope. I
All right.
wouldn't touch a Mountain Dew in my current eating situation.
Are you
I've only had one
soda free
soda.
right now? Well, I mean, obviously sitting here, but what have you cut out soda completely?
Not completely. No, I'll do it on like the weekend.
Very good. Wow.
I've only had one soda since New Year's,
Wow. Good.
which is crazy. I have had sweet tea,
Okay.
but I feel like it's a different kind of sugary drink than.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody want to go next?
Tim put way too much thought into his, so before anybody else gives a real answer and thought about it much more than I did, because I didn't know about the question until right before we went on air.
That's not true.
I
That's
would go
not
back
true.
to that is the truth.
No.
You can listen to the pre-show, post-show, which Jim's probably didn't record this time, right?
No, I definitely recorded. Recorded this
Oh,
time.
maybe you did. I don't know. I would go back to 2018, and I would have Brie Bella eliminate Asuka, and she would win the first ever Women's Royal Rumble.
Was Brie Bella even in that one?
She was. Don't act like you didn't know it.
Because I know it came down to Asuka and Nikki
Yeah,
at the
and
end.
Booby Bella was in there too. Yep, she'd have tossed out Booby Bella as well.
Matt or Mark, do either one of you want to go next?
Sure.
Was it-
I,
Oh, go ahead,
Sorry,
Matt.
Mark.
I was just going to ask if Eva Marie was in the Women's Rumble.
She was training then. She was.
She was still training with Spanky at that point.
Okay.
Matt, go ahead.
I went back to 2011, the 40-man Royal Rumble. I
love it!
Away from Alberto Del Rio for multiple reasons. The main one being that he's a gigantic piece of shit, but also that, when I went back, like when I got back into wrestling, I was like, why the hell did they have him win this? So I am giving that victory to CM Punk and setting up CM Punk versus Edge at WrestleMania as Edge's retirement match, knowing what we know now.
Very good. Mark, which one would you change?
I think the year was 2014.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hello there. But it was the one where Batista came back and won after being away from the WWE.
Yeah,
for a
that'd
few
be
years.
that'd be 14.
Great choice.
And he had no business, and I mean no business, winning that Royal Rumble. And the fans certainly let him know that night. And that's the one where they put Daniel Bryan in for the triple threat match at WrestleMania. And
Because CM Punk took his ball and went home, not because Batista got booed at the Rumble. Let's not rewrite all the history. Punk, everybody's favorite, everybody's favorite hot girlfriend, said, "You're ugly and your pee-pee's too small. I'm leaving." And then we clamored for CM Punk for 9 years.
Does the mute button only work for me?
Yes, actually, it does.
Well, if y'all keep
I've
if y'all
tried.
don't
I've
stop
tried using it
blaspheming
on the other
Batista,
guys, and it just
This doesn't
for
work.
some reason it just doesn't work.
Y'all keep blaspheming on Batista like you don't belong.
I wouldn't
How
say
rough.
anything about Batista. He's a guardian of the galaxy.
That's true. He
Who'd
he
you
is.
ever save the world from?
Well, on the positive side with Batista winning that, we got Bootista, then later Blue-tista
We did.
out of it. So it wasn't all bad.
None of that would have happened without that Royal Rumble. Charlie says take away Batista. He says in 16. Was it 16? No, that was 14. It was definitely 14.
14.
Yeah, it was 14.
Definitely
because
14, but he's
that was WrestleMania 30.
yeah, he's talking the same year. Scotty says he would change the 1999 Royal Rumble winner.
16. I think 16 was one versus all.
Yeah, it would have been.
16
It
was
would
the
have
one
been.
Triple H one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple
Yeah,
H.
you want to talk about a guy who shouldn't have won a Royal Rumble?
That was my runner-up.
Okay, now
I did
the
have an honorable mention.
now the mute button did work for Tim. That's weird. If you blaspheme against the game, the mute button actually does work.
AJ Styles, I think, easily could have won that one, and it would have done a whole lot for AJ. I don't think Triple H needed to win that one. That
He
was my
didn't need it.
runner-up.
And then Scotty says hot take AJ Lee was better than CM Punk. I mean, you can think that.
It looks better, sure.
Yeah, but I mean, you can be wrong as well. At least to me, I 3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? But the one I would change is I would change 2017. Instead of Randall Orton winning, I would actually have Goldberg win the Royal Rumble.
Mute yourself.
No. Just hold on. I would have Goldberg win the Royal Rumble because if he wins the Royal Rumble, that means he can't go to Fastlane, Ryan's favorite pay-per-view. Where's the goddamn sound? There it is.
Tim.
Okay, so he can't go to Fastlane.
Mimi.
and he can't win the Universal title. So Kevin Owens would still be Universal Champion come WrestleMania. And then whichever title Goldberg wanted to challenge for at WrestleMania, obviously I would have him lose the match as well. So Goldberg wins a Royal Rumble, but he doesn't take a title away from anybody. Because if he doesn't win, then he goes to Fastlane
Mimi.
and wins the Universal title from Kevin Owens, which we do not want to happen.
How do you feel about Fastlane coming back this year?
We'll talk about that later, but yes, Fastlane
Mimi.
is coming back. I know Ryan. I think I just saw his camera rise up a little bit, so I know he's very excited about
He
it.
hasn't been this excited since Great Balls of Fire.
Never saw it coming.
I hate all of this.
You know what? I got you one better. Shane McMahon.
The best in the world.
I can't even enjoy it.
And that's the beauty.
I enjoy it.
Shane McMahon.
I can't even smile about this.
Oh man. Okay, Charlie amended his. He misspoke. He meant Roman, but Roman didn't win the Rumble in 16. Charlie, you gotta check your facts, brother. Because 16,
15?
15, I think, is the one you were thinking about.
The one in Philly.
And that was the This Is My Yard, right?
That was him.
Or the next day was?
No.
No.
This Is My Yard now is him beating The Undertaker.
Him beating Taker, I'm
2015
sorry.
was when he went on to face Brock at where Rollins cashed in. And then, of course, the next year was Triple H won the title, lost it to Roman. Then the next year was where you went. Let's see, Scotty says, can you add, you should add Bernie sitting to Shane jumping off the Hell in a Cell. Yeah, the Bernie memes have been very good today.
Oh, so good.
Those have been a blast. But continue along the Royal Rumble theme. Obviously, next week we will predict this year's Royal Rumble. But I've seen a lot of people, and because there's some superstars that are just declaring that they're in the match. There are others like Ricochet who have to earn their way in, which I feel like it's kind of been this way most years. But like I've seen a lot of people mad about the way that they're determining how people get into the Royal Rumble match. Like what manner would you have people, entrants get into the Royal Rumble match? Like, are you fine with them just declaring I'm in? Should a certain number have to win their way in? Like, how should entrants get into the Royal Rumble match? Anyone?
Well, it would be great if, there were like 2 shows or there was a set number of shows that was equally divisible to the number of Rumble participants, and then just give maybe like a set of numbers to one show and a set of numbers to the other show. And then if there's like, I don't know, an authority figure on each show that could give those opportunities out to maybe their top stars, and then maybe have qualifying matches for a set number. I don't know, I'm spitballing here. Does that make any sense at all?
But I mean, Tim, there's only 30 spots in the Rumble, and there's only 3 shows.
Mm-hmm.
How does? Oh, it's almost like I think.
Math.
Yeah, no, I think that's a solid idea, because then theoretically you could have your.
What's the third show? 205 Live, right?
I was talking
NXT UK.
I was talking main event. I don't know about anybody else, but
That's fair.
Superstars main event.
They're actually going to pull from AEW Dark. There's so many matches.
well, I was gonna. Well, are we going back to a 60-man Royal Rumble now, or?
I don't know, man. Sean Dean, the captain.
No, I kind of like that idea. I think that's a solid one.
The only issue I could see by doing that would be the surprise entrance, whether it's a legend or whoever. But you wouldn't have to give all 10 slots out. Maybe you did 8 per show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, obviously, because you want some of those surprises, be it legends, be it returns, whatever. So, I mean, even if you do, 8 for SmackDown, 8 for Raw, 5 for NXT. I mean, that puts you at like 21. That leaves 9 for, kind of last minute entries, surprise entries, stuff like that. I mean, I think, because I will admit that it is somewhat strange, and maybe this year some people have been a little bit more critical of others because we all have more time on our hands than normal. Like, just because like the whole women's division seems to just be declaring themselves in, most of the men's division, but then Adam Pearce is like, Ricochet, you have to go out and win some matches first. And it seems to be like he's one of the only guys that kind of is in that boat. So it has been a little strange, I will admit that, but I'm trying to remember how back in the 90s, early 2000s, how they determined guys getting, was it just,
Didn't they used to have a big roller cage?
oh, that's right, they did have the roller
That's how
cage.
they did numbers.
Yeah, that's how they
But
determined like what number you got in, but you were
to
already
enter. Oh, okay.
so
I mean, they could still do something like that. They could also do, like, if you've won a match at a pay-per-view since the previous Royal Rumble, you're automatically entered into the Royal Rumble.
okay, yeah, that's something. Scotty says bring back the 40-man Rumble. Yeah, I mean, there's
that.
obviously enough talent, under contract right now, and obviously bring back some of the legends too. And when we're not in a pandemic, you have UK talent and stuff like that. So there's definitely.
And Marcus had a really great idea that every fourth year, kind of like leap year, you have the Leap Rumble, which is your 40-man Rumble.
Oh.
So, it makes sense.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So it's not.
And I also feel that one Rumble every so often needs to be for the WWE title.
Yeah, I mean we've had that.
You got to make wrinkles, man. Wrinkles.
Because was it just 92 and the Triple H one? Were those the only one? No, Vince got
it was not 92. 92 was for the vacant title, and 2016 was Roman defending the title. Those are
right.
the only two times that the titles. The winner of the Royal Rumble was also the champion.
How did Vince end up with the title again?
He beat Triple H.
Okay, I knew it was like around Rumble time.
It was on like
right?
a SmackDown.
Okay, but I feel like it was around. Ringsiders checking in here from Nevada, and Colby watching as well. So welcome in,
I heard
everybody.
Nevada is beautiful this time of year.
It's probably warmer, at least in parts of Nevada, than it is here.
Probably.
But yeah, I mean, I'd certainly have no issues with the 40-man Rumble every now and again.
I would go back to what I said. I would just put every superstar and select legends into a hopper and turn it, and it's all the work anyway, but at least that gives you the presentation to the fans that this is how we're determining it this year, and you just pull people. You don't even have to show anybody. You just pull the name, you show them writing it down, and that's how you do 1 through 30, 1 through 40, whatever it may be.
You mean to tell me that this isn't legitimate?
All of the action is very real. It's the forming of the list.
Listen, Ryback, we're not going to take that attitude from you.
Okay.
Jason says, I have no idea where we are. I just got on, so let me jump in here and say AEW is trash.
Well,
Sounds like Royal Rumble talk. So we're caught up to speed, Jason. Well done. Any other thoughts to determining Royal Rumble entrance before we move on?
They could do a tag team lethal lottery like WCW used to do, and then the winners of that go into the Rumble.
There you go. Yeah, I mean,
that would take up a good bit of the pay-per-view.
There's definitely creative ways you can do it. And I mean, you don't have to do that for every single superstar that gets in. You could have a certain number of spots to declare. And I mean, you could get creative with the use of social media or the WWE network where starting the first of the year, it's like open declaration time and, the first so many superstars to declare. I mean, there's obviously just infinite ways you can get creative with it. It's just a matter of them actually doing that. So we'll see if anything changes next year or anything like that. Recount Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?